Welcome, you are listening Radio Central News. I'm Chandni and now news in detail. India's COVID-19 tallies printed past 59 lakh on Saturday with 85,362 fresh cases being recorded in a day while 93,420 people recuperated from the disease during the same period, taking total recoveries to over 48 lakh according to the Union Health Ministry data. The data updated at 8 a.m. on Saturday showed that the coronavirus caseload has risen to 59,03,932, with 85,362 infections being reported in a day, while the death toll mounted to 93,370 after 1,089 people succumbed to the disease in 24 hours. Total recovery surged to 48,49,584, pushing the country's recovery rate to 82.14%. The COVID-19 case fatality rate has recorded at 1.58%. There are 9,60,969 active cases in the country, which comprises 16.28% of the total caseload. India's COVID-19 tally had crossed the 20 lakh mark on August 7, 30 lakh on August 23, 40 lakh on September 5, and it went past 50 lakh on September 16. Calling on the United Nations to reflect changes in the world to stay relevant, Prime Minister Narendra Modi on Saturday asked as how long would India be left out of the decision-making process of UN. Addressing the UN General Assembly through video conferencing, the PM also said that there has not been an effective response from the United Nations to the COVID-19 pandemic. World of 1945 was significantly different from today's world. In the 21st century, the requirement and changes of the present is very different from the past. With the changing time, if we don't change, the drive needed to bring change will also get weakened. It is true that the faith and respect the UN enjoys among the 1.3 billion people is unparalleled. It is also true that the people of India have been waiting for the reforms of the UN to be completed. For how long will India be left out of the decision-making process of UN, the PM said. The PM said that India has always thought about the interest of the whole humankind. India has always thought about the interest of the whole humankind and not about its own vested interest. This philosophy has always been the driving force of India's policy. From India's neighborhood first policy to our Act East policy and the India of security and growth for all in the region, our views toward the Indo-Pacific region, we have always worked for interest of humankind and not driven by our own self-interest, he said. The Prime Minister said that any gesture of friendship by India towards one country is not directed against any third country. Finance Ministry sources have countered CAG audit finding of central government wrongly retaining Rs 47,270 crore of GST compensation cess meant for the states, saying temporary retention cannot be termed as diversion. Days after the Comptroller and Auditor General flagged that the centre in the first 2 years of the GST implementation wrongly retained GST compensation cess that was meant to be used specifically to compensate states for loss of revenue, Ministry sources said compensation due for the year 2017-18 and 2018-19 was fully paid to states. Time taken in reconsultation of compensation receipts cannot be termed as diversion of GST cess funds when the dues to states were fully released by the central government, they said. Sources said that in 2017-18, Rs 62,611 crore was collected, out of which the government released full compensation dues of Rs 41,146 crores to the states and union territories. In 2018-19, an amount of Rs 95,081 crore was collected, out of which Rs 69,275 crore was paid as full compensation dues to states and UTs. They said an amount of Rs 47,271 crore collected in 2017-18 and in 2018-19 had remained unutilized for reconsultation post full payment of GST compensation dues. For the year 2019-20, the central government released Rs 1,65,302 crore as GST compensation against a cess collection of Rs 95,444 crore, which it could do so with the unutilized cess of the Rs 47,271 crore. Continuing his attack on the BJP-led NDA government at the centre against the farm sector bills, Congress leader Rahul Gandhi on Saturday said that the government should withdraw the farm sector bills without much delay and give farmers a guarantee of MSP. In a video message to the people of the country and farmers as part of the Congress social media campaign against the farm sector bills, Rahul said that the Congress is standing with the farmers of the country to oppose these laws passed in Parliament earlier this week. The government has been striking on the livelihood of the farmer through its policies, first through demonetization, then through GST, and then during Corona pandemic when you were not given any financial help by the government. An attempt is being made to destroy you and make you a slave of the corporates. And now, these three farm bills are designed to completely annihilate you, Rahul said. Assuring the complete support of the Congress to the farmer against the implementation of these laws, Rahul Gandhi said, "We are standing together with you. We will stop these laws together." That is all for the today's news bulletin. Stay tuned to Radio Central News for more updates.